Let's go back to the era of flash games. You're on a computer looking for a simple game to pass the time. Suddenly, you see a perpetually unhappy bartender in a red vest with a serious look on his face. You pour from about 12 different bottles, shake the drink, add a lime, and serve. Then you watch as he drinks it. Will he breathe fire? Will he be crushed by a 16-ton weight? Or, if you're very lucky, will he shred an awesome air guitar solo? It was simple, silly fun. But what if it was something more? Hidden beneath the surface of this simple game is a much darker story. The creators never wrote any official lore, but a narrative emerges when you stop treating the game like a toy and start seeing it as a sad storybook. This is a creative interpretation that imagines our bartender as a lost soul stuck in a never-ending loop. His name is Miguel, which is an official thing, by the way, and every bad drink we make is a window into his past. Welcome to the bar at the end of the world. On the surface, it's a simple game from 2007. You have a shelf of drinks, a shaker, and one customer, the bartender himself. Technically, the goal is to make the best drink, but most of us had fun finding all the ways to make his night miserable. We treated him like a test subject for our messy experiments. If you look closer, a sad story appears. The animations stop being silly jokes and become clues to his past. In this narrative, Miguel's pained expressions are fragments of a fractured memory. When he tastes our drinks, he's being forced to relive his mistakes. This bar is his prison, and we, the players, are his tormentors, his confessors, and maybe his saviors. Before we get to the fire and pain, we have to understand Miguel's prison. It is a boring, unchanging place. Think about the most common outcomes. You mix a simple gin and tonic. Miguel glances around the empty bar with a slow, bored look before giving a weak shrug. The game gives you a few points, but it feels like a failure. Or worse, you get the party horn. A sad little toot echoes in a silent room as Miguel's face registers absolute nothingness. A normal player sees a low score. In this narrative, this is the baseline of Miguel's curse. His life is an endless shift, serving drinks to himself that bring an empty void. That shrug is a sign that he has given up. The party horn is even crueler, a mocking celebration in a place where there is nothing to celebrate. The big, flashy punishments are almost a relief, because at least they offer a feeling. This empty boredom is the true punishment. For his punishment to make sense, Miguel must have committed a crime. We can imagine this is revealed in one of the game's harshest animations, the 16-ton weight. To trigger this, you create an awful drink, an anti-cocktail. You pour a little from every single bottle of alcohol: Kahlua, gin, vodka, whiskey, absinthe, all of it. A rainbow of spirits with no mixer. When Miguel drinks it, he grabs his throat, his eyes widen, and a huge weight falls from the ceiling, crushing him flat. This is the key to understanding his great mistake. Imagine a robbery gone wrong, where Miguel was the inside man, planning to rob the very bar where he worked. Think about that drink again. A little bit of every single spirit. Each bottle represents a piece of the crime. The vodka is the cold planning. The whiskey is the false courage. The absinthe is the madness that pushed them over the edge. By drinking this terrible concoction, Miguel is forced to consume his entire crime in one sickening gulp. He is internalizing his guilt. The result is that he's crushed by the literal weight of that guilt. The 16-ton weight is a perfect visualization of his overwhelming shame. This is the core of the curse, binding him to this bar. When he drinks the cocktail of his mistakes, the curse resets, the weight drops, and the loop begins again. After guilt crushes him, the narrative shows that Miguel was also double-crossed. This part of his story is told with fire. This outcome often results from a mix heavy with absinthe. Miguel takes a sip and his face twists, before breathing a huge stream of fire from his mouth. This fire is a memory of betrayal. The key ingredient, absinthe, has historical links to madness, making it the perfect symbol for the twisted reality of a double cross. As the robbery went wrong, the crew turned on each other. To get rid of evidence and a witness, Miguel's partners spiked his drink. When Miguel tastes this foul mix in his prison, he is reliving the moment he realized his partners were trying to kill him. The flames become a desperate, agonized attempt to burn away the prison itself, an act of rage against the crime that brought him here. But the curse is too strong, and the fire only harms him, becoming another painful reminder. The fire of betrayal leaves Miguel scorched, but the story of his pain is not over. The next chapter deals with the slow, corrosive effect of lies. This part of the story is told through the game's most graphic animation, vomiting. This can be triggered by a drink with too much creme de menthe, with its sickly, artificial green that looks like poison. It can also come from a chaotic mix of all the fruit juices. This rainbow mix looks sweet, but is a cloying, unbalanced mess. The result is the same. Miguel's face turns green, he bends over, and his body violently rejects the cocktail. This physical reaction is a powerful metaphor for purging deception. The robbery was orchestrated by his boss, who set Miguel up to take the fall. The creme de mente, with its poisonous hue, represents the venom of this final betrayal. When Miguel drinks it, his soul recoils from that deep-seated lie. Even in this purgatory, his body cannot stomach the poison of being framed. The rainbow mix of pure juice symbolizes the sweet, colorful promises he was fed, easy money and a better life, all meant to hide a toxic truth. His body rejects this too, recognizing the toxicity of a reality built on pretty lies. Miguel's journey through this purgatory is a cycle of pain. Guilt crushes him, betrayal burns him, and lies make him sick. Now, for the first time, we see Miguel fight back. This brings us to one of the most coveted results, the air guitar. To get this, you have to stop making messes and attempt a decent drink, often a variant of a cosmopolitan. A good measure of vodka, some cranberry, a bit of lime, shaken with ice. When Miguel drinks this mix, something incredible happens. There is no pain, no sickness, no death. A loud rock anthem kicks in, a spotlight hits him. Miguel's face transforms from suffering to pure, joyful defiance. He pulls out an imaginary guitar and starts shredding like a rock star. For the first time, he sheds the role of prisoner and becomes a rock god. This is a pivotal moment in the narrative, where Miguel reclaims his identity. The drink itself is significant, being a classic, well-made cocktail rather than a concoction of mistakes. The vodka represents clarity, the cranberry, a bittersweet memory of his past. By making it, we give Miguel a taste of his old self as a masterful bartender. The air guitar is his rebellion, the music is his weapon, silencing the curse. He has found his inner fire, but has not yet found the key to unlock the door for good. We have followed Miguel through the darkest corners of his soul. The entire game, viewed this way, becomes a trial of his spirit. Now, we arrive at the end game, the key to breaking the loop. The game has been hinting at one single drink, the perfect cosmopolitan. The recipe is precise: a healthy pour of vodka, a splash of cranberry juice, and an even smaller splash of lime juice. No ice. When you serve this perfect drink, the game changes. The plain bar fades away as celestial music plays. Miguel himself is transformed. He has traded his uniform for a bright, cool yellow suit. Instead of drinking it, he holds it aloft, looking at it in awe. He has become his idealized self. The game gives its final message in French: Mon Dieu, vive l'amour, je t'adore, which means, my God, long live love, I adore you. Herein lies the key. The vodka is his cleansed soul. The cranberry is his tragic past, now reduced to a small component. Having confronted his guilt, faced betrayal, purged the lies, he has finally found perfect balance. He is ready to be free. The perfect drink offers the story's true conclusion, the sunset ending. After crafting that perfect mix, Miguel is finally liberated. The bar dissolves into nothingness. All that remains is Miguel, healed and whole, and a warm, glowing sunset. He turns his back on us, who have been both his tormentors and his saviors. He begins to walk toward that setting sun, a soul finally at peace. The loop is broken. And that is the hidden story of Bartender, the right mix. It is a story about the fall and redemption of a man we've called Miguel. It is a story about guilt, betrayal, and resilience that shows how we can find profound meaning in something as simple as a silly flash game. Every time we made Miguel suffer, we played the part of his tormentors. But every time we attempted to create something good, we were offering him a glimmer of hope. He finally walks away from the bar and steps into the sunset. What other secrets do you think are hidden in this game? Did we miss any clues? Is there another interpretation of the endings? Share your own theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed deep dives into the lore of classic games, make sure to subscribe. You never know what stories are waiting to be rediscovered.